Brazil, Argentina, Spain, Italy, Germany. Every single one of these teams has been World Cup favorites. Every single one of these teams has had a legend on the pitch. A Ronaldo, a Maradona, a Messi, a Buffon, and every single one of them has been eliminated in the round of 16. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody tells you before this World Cup kicks into its knockout stage. More legends have fallen in the round of 16 than in any final in World Cup history. Not the final, not the semifinal, the round of 16. Today, we're breaking down exactly why this round is the most dangerous in football and why this tournament, it's about to happen.
What makes the round of 16 different? To understand why this round is so brutal, you have to understand what changes the moment a team steps into it. In the group stage, you can lose a game and still go through. There's a cushion. A mistake doesn't cost you the tournament. The round of 16 removes that cushion completely. One bad half, one red card, one missed penalty, and a team that has spent 4 years preparing for this tournament is on a plane home, sometimes within 90 minutes. But here's the part that makes it even more dangerous. By the round of 16, teams have stopped facing the weakest opponents in the tournament, the minnows, the debutantes, the teams ranked 60th in the world. They're mostly gone. What's left is stronger, hungrier, and far more dangerous than anything a big team faced in the group stage. Favorites walk in overconfident. Underdogs walk in with nothing to lose. That combination, complacency meeting desperation, is exactly what has buried legend after legend in this round. Let's look at the bodies. Brazil, 1990, the first warning. In 1990, Brazil arrived at the World Cup as one of the most talented squads on the planet. Their opponent in the round of 16? Argentina, a team that by most accounts had played worse football across the tournament so far. Brazil dominate the game. More shots, more possession, more chances created, and they lose 1-0. One counterattack, one moment of magic from a struggling, unfit Diego Maradona who slides a pass through for Claudio Caniggia to finish. That's the first lesson of the round of 16. The better team does not always survive it. This round doesn't reward the team that plays the best football over 90 minutes. It rewards the team that's most ruthless in the moments that matter. And just for good measure, that same round of 16 in 1990 also produced one of the most iconic underdog moments in World Cup history. Cameroon, a debutante nation, knocking out Colombia thanks to a legendary goalkeeping blunder, on their way to becoming the first African team to ever reach a World Cup quarterfinal. One round, two completely different kinds of carnage.
The Golden Goal Curse, Italy, 2002. Fast forward to 2002. Italy, two-time former champions, stacked with world-class talent, face co-hosts South Korea in the round of 16. South Korea had never won a single World Cup match in over 40 years of trying. Italy go ahead. Italy looks comfortable. Italy looks like they're moving on. And then, deep into extra time, South Korea score a golden goal to win 2-1, and one of football's great footballing nations is out. This is the pattern repeating itself. It's not always the most talented team that survives the round of 16. It's the team that handles the weight of the moment better. And that weight only gets heavier when you add football's cruelest mechanism into the mix.
The penalty shootout trap. If there's one thing that turns the round of 16 into an execution chamber, it's this: penalties. 2018, Spain,
Unbeaten in 23 matches, considered one of the most technically gifted squads in the tournament, are eliminated by host nation Russia on penalties in the round of 16. 4 years later, in 2022, it happens to Spain again. This time, it's Morocco, who somehow let Spain have nearly 80% of possession over 2 hours of football and still send them home on penalties. Same round, same country, same heartbreak, twice. And it wasn't just Spain that year. Japan, who had just beaten World Cup giants Germany and Spain in the group stage, were knocked out by Croatia in the very next round on penalties. Penalties don't care about your world ranking. They don't care about your possession stats. In the round of 16, 12 yards and 1 moment of nerve can erase 4 years of preparation.
The night Argentina fell. But maybe the clearest proof that no legend is safe in this round came in 2018. Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest player of his generation. Argentina desperate to finally win it for him. Their round of 16 opponent, France, with a teenage forward most of the world had barely heard of, Kylian Mbappé. What followed was one of the most chaotic, breathless matches in World Cup history. 4-3. Mbappé scores twice, becoming only the second teenager ever to score multiple goals in a World Cup knockout match. Argentina don't get embarrassed in the group stage. They don't lose quietly. They go down in the most dramatic, brutal way this round can offer, in a shootout of pure attacking football, with the world's biggest star on the losing side. That is the round of 16. It doesn't just eliminate teams, it ends eras.
Why this World Cup makes it even more dangerous? Here's why you should be paying even closer attention this tournament. This World Cup's expanded format means more teams, more knockout matches, and more chances for the round of 16 to do what it always does. More underdogs are reaching this stage than ever before, teams with nothing to lose, facing favorites who suddenly have everything to lose. Every match we just looked at happened under the old, smaller format. Now imagine that same chaos with more teams capable of producing it. So here's what to actually watch for once this World Cup reaches its round of 16. Watch the favorite that looks too relaxed. Watch the underdog that has nothing left to lose. And watch what happens the moment the score becomes level. Because history says it plainly, the final isn't where legends are most at risk. The round of 16 is. If you want to know exactly which teams are most at risk of becoming the next name on this list, subscribe and turn on notifications, because we're breaking down every single round of 16 matchup before it happens. Who do you think falls in the round of 16 this World Cup? Drop your prediction in the comments below.